Oh my god, come on, OMSI, let's just load. There we go. We're in. Welcome in, ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, cats, dogs, he, she's, them, theirs, and all others in between.
The next stop is Camberwell Green.
Fire system pressure okay.
Welcome in, everybody. First live stream in a few days.
Welcome aboard. The next stop is Midler Street.
So welcome in, guys. It is a Thursday night, so it is going to be probably fairly quiet. We are in this Scania that has been converted into a left-hand drive. It is I think it's very much still work in progress. I don't think it's quite finished or refined, but it is certainly getting there. Hi Michael, good to see you. I see Leicester have been charged by the Premier League.
Welcome
Hi UK Bus Journey Traveller as well, welcome in.
Road.
What's your badge number? I'm going to
Slow it down, please.
Welcome aboard.
No joking.
The next
Left
stop
off.
is Bowyer Place.
Oxford Circus.
Jesus
Oh my
Christ.
God.
Clear now. Going round these corners like the glass.
Oxford Circus.
Welcome aboard. The next stop
I must
is
say, your driving
Westmoreland
is
Road.
impeccable. No, I'm very joking. Can you stop the bus, please? I want to get off before I throw up.
Oh my God, that was close.
What's this driver doing? Hello, driver.
Oh, sorry guys, just answering the phone. Yeah, sometimes UK Bus Journey Traveller, the best thing is just
Stop is East Street.
yeah, you shouldn't have to buy it again. Hi Gaming Official. Yeah, you shouldn't have to buy anything again. It should all still be in Steam. Unless you've created a new Steam account, but it should all be still in Steam.
That was close.
Yeah, Michael, Leicester, it's just been on Sky Sports about Leicester City. That's what they're saying is because they're in the Championship. Any points deduction can't happen this season. It can only happen when they're back in the Prem. So they're potential if they get promoted, they're going to potentially start on minus
Welcome aboard. The next stop
minus 4-6 points.
Street.
No, yeah, even just changing the password shouldn't. Yeah, you shouldn't. Yeah, definitely not. Definitely shouldn't have to buy OMSI again if you've just changed the password. Even changing your username wouldn't require repurchase. It's only if you created a brand new account. Yeah, I'll do that next. N68. London City Bus. Yep, definitely.
Right, that's it. Get me off this bus.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, see, yeah, I agree, totally agree with Michael. You shouldn't have to repurchase the games. Something not quite right there. But never mind. Yeah, I would maybe.
The next
Well, I don't know.
stop is Haygate Street.
I didn't realise London had an update.
Hey lad, oh my god, it's supposed to go round and round, not
No,
like
I'm very joking. Can you stop the bus, please? I want to get off before I throw up.
Oh shit, palm break. Yeah, the bus is good, Michael. I quite enjoy it. Quite a. Obviously, it's still work in progress. To be honest, if I was you, look, UK Bus Journey Traveller, I would request a refund for everything. I would seriously request, unless you played more than 2 hours, I would request a refund for everything. Because you shouldn't have had to purchase any of those.
To Oxford Circus.
So, like I say, I would put. If it was me personally, I would request refunds for everything.
Welcome aboard. The next stop
Yeah,
is
it doesn't matter when you purchase them, as long as you haven't played OMSI for 2 hours or more. If you haven't played more than 2 hours since you purchased them, I would request a refund for everything.
did you learn to drive?
Cool. No, I'm very joking.
know how I employ
Let me
you.
off this bus. I think we should slow down there just a little bit.
Michael, what's your thoughts on that? Right, yeah. If you haven't played it since, then I would say yes, but Michael, what would you say for that? Michael, would you suggest the same? If he hasn't played it since purchasing those, repurchasing it, would you suggest the same? Just refund everything, because it should all still be in your Steam library. Hi Mavodi, good to see you. I said just UK Bus Journey Traveller. Wait and see what Michael suggests.
welcome aboard. The next stop is
Just to be safe, but I would say so. Yeah, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just gonna pause. I'm just gonna go in and search. 2 seconds. Two seconds. Oh, yeah, it does let you purchase it, but you should have got an error message. Yeah, so you can. Actually, no, you can't. You can't. Yeah, so, yeah. But yeah, you shouldn't even, because I own the game and I'm trying to repurchase it now, and it's not letting me. The only way I can purchase it is if I change it to this as a gift. So it shouldn't have even let you purchase it. But yeah, I totally agree with you. Yeah, like I say, I can't even repurchase the game there. I've tried, and it comes up saying I've already owned the game, and it won't let me purchase. So yes, I would refund everything, and contact Steam. It sounds very much like you created a brand. I know you said you changed your password, but to me it sounds like you've potentially created a brand new Steam account. I think you just do it. Games library. Well, I'll have a look at that gaming, yeah. I can't remember how you request a refund. Trying to think how you request a refund again. There is a way to request a refund. Team support. Oh yes, and then in there. Is it? Yeah. You need to go to the support section on Steam to do it. But to be perfectly honest, it very much sounds like you've created a brand new account rather than.
Oh, he's not a driver.
Like I say, I've tried to repurchase the game, and it doesn't. It physically won't let you repurchase the game. So I don't know what went wrong there.
Welcome aboard. The next stop
lads, I
is
could do better
Lambeth
myself.
North Station.
Yeah. Yes, if you bought it through Steam Direct properly officially, through your Steam account, it should always be there. So it's something doesn't quite make any sense there. Yeah, no sense. What, like I say, I've tried to repurchase and it physically doesn't let me. Physically won't let us repurchase the game. So I don't understand how. Hi, Ben.
12 to Oxford Circus. 12 to Oxford Circus. 12 to Oxford Circus.
Welcome aboard. The next stop is Lower Marsh.
I don't have it offhand. I'll try and Oh. Oh, there, Michael's done it. Michael, that's the link, Ben, there. Just make sure you read the README file, Ben. Yeah, Michael, I can't cover the office tomorrow night either. I've got to work, so I've just messaged inside that to let him know. We've been dropped right in the shite, so I'm now working tomorrow till 11 o'clock. Not happy about it, but nothing I can do about it, unfortunately.
Right, I'm getting off this bus.
Yeah, not the Facebook page, Ben. Scroll right down to the bottom, and then there's a part 1 and 2. But yeah, Michael, I've just had a message and let him know. I've been proper shafted. Yeah, I've only just found out in the last half hour, so I've literally just dropped him a message to let him know. So I hate letting people down as well. Well, originally I was.
Oxford Circus. 12 to
Originally, ouch. I mean, originally I was going to offer to do 9 and 11. Originally, if you couldn't get it covered, but like I say, just been dropped right in the shit.
Westminster STN/Parliament Square.
To say I was pissed off is an understatement. But one of those. not there. I say no that I can do about it, unfortunately.
Bloody hell.
Gangrel, he's calling out.
Who the hell employed you?
It's the Scania Citywine, I think. Hi, games player. Yeah.
It's not a racetrack driver.
Definitely looking forward to a Carla coming. And Bordenham 5 as well. Don't think we'll see a Carla before winter, personally. Yeah, I don't think we'll see Project. Oh, what have I done? Yeah, I don't think we'll see Project Akala before the winter.
12 to Oxford Circus.
It's been a while. We've been waiting.
Welcome aboard. The next stop is
Impeccable. Nah, I'm very joking. Can you stop the Masterbus? I want to get off before I throw up.
There's definitely been some time. Another new subscriber as well. Yeah, I think this is the problem. I think we need a UK map.
Nah, I'm very joking. Let me off this one.
Yeah, we're in. Yeah, so we've been it's time of already. It's been, I think it's been quite lucky because we've been obviously we've been switching. We've been switching between Euro Truck and OMSI. So for me, it's been quite. No, I mean it will get released eventually. Like I say, just when that will be is anybody's guess. But I think it'll definitely get released at some point, I would imagine. Yeah, but I think that's the problem. That the people are getting bored of the lack, especially the lack of UK maps.
To Oxford Circus. 12 to Oxford Circus.
Yeah, to be fair, Ben, I actually quite prefer the European maps.
Welcome aboard. The next stop is
There was some cracking freeware. There's some cracking free European maps out there. Horizon 16, Horizon Chateau Metropole, Novi Sad.
Bloody hell.
Is it impeccable? Nah, I'm joking. Let me off.
Yeah, I'm with Michael. A lot of my driving now is European.
Who the hell employed you?
Yeah, so
Oxford Circus.
hi Josh. Good, I am good. Yourself? No, Ben. You can only use one repaint at a time. You need to read the README file very thoroughly because it's very complex. But yeah, you can only have one repaint because it's a converted bus. Yeah, Crarath is a good map. Yeah, you can only have if you want to change the repaint, Ben, you have to delete whatever repaint you had installed originally. Like I say, just read the README file very thoroughly before you go ahead. Like I say, it's just with it being a conversion, it's a weird format, so you can only have one repaint because there's no CTI files. So the only repaint you can have is the one.
Right, that's it. Get me off this bus.
Yeah, I know you feel I am full of cold as well.
To Oxford Circus.
Yeah, I am loaded with cold as well. This one is the long version.
Welcome aboard. The next stop is
Yeah, this is the long version of the two. Yes, yes.
Bloody
Too
hell.
bad, sir. I'm going to
It's
report you.
impeccable. Nah, I'm very joking. Can you stop the bus, please? I want to get off before I throw up.
Yeah, I think this one is the long version.
12 to Oxford Circus.
Yeah, you're very nice for filling my hard drive up, Michael. Yes.
welcome aboard. The next stop is Oxford Circus Station.
Well, I've just found F124 for 40 quid on CD keys for UK, so I might grab that instead of 60 quid.
Oh my god, that was close.
Impeccable. Nah, I'm joking. Let me off this bus.
I think it's about a gig. I'm sure it's about a gig or not shy of it. Just shy, maybe about 800 meg actually. Yeah, I was going to pre-order it in Steam, but it's $59.99 in Steam, so I said I found it on a CD case for 40. I was absolutely gobsmacked yesterday, Michael, that the game went ahead. But in fairness, the pitch was perfect, to be fair.
2 Oxford Circus. 12 2 Oxford Circus.
Give Mark a beep. But last night's game went ahead. I was, like I say, I was quite surprised.
Welcome aboard. The next stop is Margaret Street /Oxford.
But it left us very broken though, because it was non-stop like. Thankfully I haven't got one Saturday, so I've got a week to recover.
It's not a race truck driver.
What's this driver doing?
Slow it
Maybe
down,
you should
please.
do electrics, maybe.
Slow down.
That driving is
There's only
disgraceful.
one
Put me
driver.
off the next stop, please.
Aye, it was 3rd v 4th, so it was quite a in the first division, non-league first division, so it was quite a finished 3-1. It was quite one-sided, to be fair, like. Oh yeah, the British Ace, yeah, British Ace is from Brighton, isn't he? Yeah.
Welcome aboard. The next stop is Oxford Circus, Cavendish.
I think he's done a few Brighton repaints in his videos as well.
Right, that's it. Get me off
We
this
calm it,
bus.
bro.
Yeah, I'm not a fan, to be fair. I'm not a fan of his channel. Yes. I knew I'd made a mistake there.
You're not an F1 driver.
But the way the Premier League's going, I think fucking best part of the teams in the league are going to end up with a points deduction the way it's looking.
Street.
Right, N68. That wasn't it. It was indeed. It's only awkward if you make it awkward. Exactly, be fine, man. Might get you some biscuits as well. Tea and biscuits. We have a few watching, quite a few in the night actually, Michael. Usually quite on Thursday, we got quite a few in. Yes, I'm not a massive, like Michael, I'm not a massive fan of it. If it's, I watch the odd one now and again. On Saturday or Sunday, I am I'm gonna record it. Yeah, yeah. If it's a new map, like I say, the Carla ones or the Art Store ones, I sometimes watch, or the Bordenham. Yeah, well, I am at some point over the weekend going to do a full race on F123 in Australia. Will it be in the Australian Grand Prix this weekend as well? Well, that is the plan at the moment anyway, to do a full race. Whether that happens or not is a different story. The way things are panning out this week. I was just watching. I was reading an article today. It looks like, aye, a full race cup might be a struggle for me. Well, actually, F123, I'm normally quite good. Actually, I'm normally quite sensible. Yeah, just reading an article today. It looks like Newcastle are potentially looking at demolishing St James's Park, by all accounts. That seems to be a genuine option on the cards. Which would give. I can see why. I can understand why, and I can, because obviously we can't do nothing till after the Euros anyway. So we can't do nothing till 2028. So it's at least 5 seasons before you can start. But I guess that gives them time to look at what they can do at Gateshead Stadium with temporary stands, although it will be a very reduced capacity. I think Gateshead Stadium holds 16,000. No, yeah, but between 12 and 16,000 at the stadium, at Gateshead Stadium already. And I think they're looking at possibly what Bournemouth did with their temporary stands to go out the road 35-ish for a season and a half, 2 seasons. Is this going to load? Don't think it is it? I think this is broken. And the other option would be yeah, Apparently, this has come from someone very, very this the source apparently is someone very, very well respected within the club itself. So it certainly looks to be the most favourable. Let's quit this completely. It certainly looks to be the more favourable of the options, the way it's looking. And I can understand why. I can understand why. I'll be more than, if we can get the state St James's, I'll be more than happy to play somewhere else for a season or two. Well, be at least a couple of seasons. Yeah, I would quite happily play at Gateshead Stadium for 2 seasons, 2.5 seasons. If we could rebuild from scratch where we are. Because I totally agree with the article. I don't think there's I don't think expansion of St James's Park is economically viable. I mean, like I said, the facilities inside the stadium are not the best. But as this way, it would give us the option to totally flatten and rebuild a brand new, custom built, state of the art arena. And of course, there is the option to do what they did with Qatar as well, with the container ship stadium, where it was built within, they built it within 3 months. It's built in 3 months and then demolished once it's finished. And there's the possibility of using the town moor for 2 seasons because it's not a permanent structure. So they can bypass the planning. Oh, I remember saying something about that actually. There we go. But yeah, the new map. Yeah, like I say, that because it wouldn't be a permanent structure and it'd be built out of container ships like the Qatar one. They can bypass some of the planning issues surrounding the town war. And that would potentially get 2 seasons on the town moor. With a 45 or 50,000 temporary stadium. I think the only issue potentially with that would be getting the is how do we things like the sewage, but there's ways to do it. Apparently, it's not impossible. So I think it's a waiting game. I think it's the biggest issue is the fact that the club are not coming out and saying, look, this is what, especially with that many things going round. I mean, we've had the arena site, we've had the inland revenue site, we've had up by Newcastle Airport. You would have thought the owners would have come out and said, look, this is my proposal. This is what we're looking into, or these are the options we're looking into. But the club are just keeping. I think this is the problem. The club are not helping. The clubs you know, the club are not helping the situation whatsoever. Oh, come on, OMSI. I think I've killed OMSI. Oh, there we go. I think the club really need to come out and make a statement. But me personally, I think that they've got to. Because I think the fans are now starting to ask the question, and have the owners ever had any intentions of staying at St James's Park? Were they always going to move? Have they fed people a load of bollocks? I think that's the biggest issue. There's nothing coming out of the club whatsoever. Because the club, not being funny, the club have to have some sort of idea, or the owners have to have some sort of idea. The proved the arena site's not happening because they've made no intentions. They've made no inquiries into it. Homes England have started the groundwork for the houses now, so that's dead in the water. The it's for me, it's a tough one. I think as a business, to keep up with the likes of Man U's, you need a bigger stadium. I was listening to someone on YouTube saying it's not about a bigger stadium; it's about reduce the capacity and create more hospitality and make more money that way. And it's like that's not for the fans. That's corporate. So the only three viable options for me personally is inland revenue site. It's Long Benton, and again it's right across the road from that training ground. Well, from that current training ground, pretty much. So that is kind of that makes a lot of sense. Staying where we are and demolishing St James's and rebuilding from scratch. I mean, we one of the guys worked it out. If they demolish St James's completely, and rotate the stadium, move the stadium across and up, they can probably get. They can fit a 70,000 seater stadium in the footprint, potentially. 241. The Castle Leaser's idea. West Norwood. Yeah, I mean, I see this idea of moving to Castle Leaser's. I think the issues with that is there's not enough. It could possibly be done, but it would be very, very tight. And I think the complications that would come with that. Now again, the other thing for me as well is they are talking about a stadium, a 16 to 20,000 seater stadium for the under 23s and the women's. Now for me, the inland revenue site is available from 2020, middle of 2025, 26. I would not be surprised I would not be surprised if they build a temporary stadium on that land. Which with maybe 16 to 20,000 permanent seats and then another 15 to 20,000 temporary seats that can be removed. I think that would be the most viable option, and then they could play there for 2 seasons once the Euros are finished in 2028. 2 seasons there while the flattened St James's and rebuild. Once St James's is rebuilt, they then remove the temporary seating around it, around that arena, and that then becomes the reserves and women's stadium again, which is what they've openly said they want their own stadium for the reserves and the ladies teams, and I think that's probably the most doable of the options.
Welcome aboard. The next stop is Aldwych / Somerset House.
I think, like I said, the biggest problem I think is the fans are getting disgruntled. The club really need to just come out and say, look, this is our intention, or this is what we're aiming for, and put this to bed once and for all, to be fair. Because we need even 60,000 is not going to be enough. We need to be competing with the big boys. We need to be at least 65 to 70, in my opinion. Potentially even 75,000 for me would be the sweet spot. Excuse me. Oh, without a doubt, no. Definitely not, no. Nah.
I must say, your driving is impeccable. Nah, I'm very joking. Can you stop the bus, please? I want to get off before I throw up.
That's it for me. I think inland revenue land, they'll build it'll be a 16 to 20,000 seater stadium without the roof on, with another 15 to 20,000 temporary seats around it, and then once the Euros are finished in 2028. I think they'll demolish St James's. The club will play at the inland revenue site for 2.5, 3 seasons while they rebuild St James's, and then I think the temporary seating will be removed from the inland revenue site, a roof put round it, and that will become the home of the ladies and the reserves.
Waterloo Bridge / South Bank.
And then that gives them 3.5, 4 seasons, 4 years to get all of the planning permission put through, all of any objections that come up. Because there's no doubt going to be objections and tweaks need to be made. And get all that process done for 2028. And then the minute the Euros finish, St James's is flattened and the new stadium arises. Which will probably, well, because it'll have to be demolished, it'll probably be a 3-year project rather than the 2. So you'd potentially be looking at the 2031 season to be back in it. I think the owners now need. Personally, I think the owners need to come out, make a statement, and just say, "Look, this is what isn't happening, and this is what is going to happen, or this is what is planned." Because the longer it goes on, the more people ask the questions. You know, do the owners have the fans' best interests at heart? The longer this goes on, because I have to say, me personally, I'm starting to see. You know, I thought this takeover was the best thing in the world, but the more Oh yeah, I think the stadium is probably. I think personally, I think the stadium's the ground itself. I think is probably perfectly fine. The only issues they would have is if they encroached on the Gallagher end where the metro tracks are. But one of these experts have said that as long as we're not going south towards the Gallagher end and the metro station, then there should be no reason why it can't be demolished and rebuilt quite safely. Because I think the suggestion is taking, because there's quite a bit from the north stand to Leazer's to where the Leazer's Park is, so they can actually move the stadium 35-40 yards north again, which would increase the footprint. Obviously, the bottom road at the Gallagher end we can't do nothing with because it's the hospital road for the ambulances, so we can't encroach on that road, but we can go north and we can go away from the east stand. We can move across and like I say, have a massive Oh yeah, Rome's never built in a day. I think the biggest issue is it's just the lack of information coming from the owners.
The next stop is
I think that's where the fans are getting a little bit disgruntled because the owners promised this would never happen. You know, the owners promised you they would never be kept in the dark. They would be kept in the loop of every single process, and it's not happening. It's not happening at all. So the owners are definitely kind of like not portraying themselves in a good light, sort of. And I think that's the problem. All these promises of keeping the fans in the know, up to date of what the plans are, and then nothing, literally nothing.
the next
You know, you've had Darren Eales in the fans forum suggesting that there was
Nah,
potentially a move coming.
I want to get off before I throw up.
And then there was rumours that a major architect had been brought in to look at another piece of land, which I believe was up by Newcastle Airport way. So like I said, there's a lot of, and they've never come along and said this isn't happening.
You're not an F1 driver.
I think that's where the fans are getting frustrated. The pure lack of transparency now, and the promises that were made that are now not being kept.
East Street.
welcome aboard. The next stop is East Street.
I must say, your driving is impeccable. Nah, I'm very joking. That driving is impeccable. Nah, I'm very joking. Let me off this bus.
Well ahead of schedule. And I think the thing for me as well is they've been in charge now for 2 seasons. Nearly 2 years. Now one of the 2 things they either don't give a fuck, and they have no interest in expanding the club, the stadium, or anything like that, or they're keeping it in the dark because it's not what the fans want to hear.
The next stop is
Again, which is just as bad, to be fair.
welcome aboard. The next stop is Camberwell Road / Albany
Like I
Road.
say, for me, I would just rather come out and said, look, this is what the plan. These are the options we've got. Whether it's one option or a handful, say we're exploring these avenues. We don't know which one's going to come to fruition, but this is what we're looking at. This is the timescales.
Impeccable. Nah, I'm very joking. Can you stop the bus, please? I want to get off before I throw up.
But nah. We'll find out at some point. Yes, I just hope it doesn't backfire for the owners.
That driving is impeccable. Nah, I'm joking. Let me off this bus.
But on a plus note, I don't think we're ever going to be. I think we're, unlike some of the other clubs in the Premier League, I think we're fairly safe from being charged with any breaches of financial fair play because of the way fucking Ashley ran the club. I think there'll be a few. I think there's a few more Premier League clubs.
Medlar Street.
The next stop is
Still
Medlar.
with twitchy bottoms, I think. Yeah, very true indeed.
Welcome aboard. The next stop is Denmark Hill.
I think again, I don't think it's so much as yeah. Yes, I don't think it's so much a case of the fans. I think it's just more the promises that were made when the owners took over. But then, just like I say, not keeping people up to date. But I guess it's what it is. What it is. I say that on a plus note, we're almost certainly not going to be breaching any financial fair play. Because I think Chelsea have been told there.
Cold Harbour Lane.
Welcome aboard. The next stop is Cold Harbour Lane.
I think Chelsea have been told the pre-Ukraine war, before when Abramovich was still in charge, there's some serious potential irregularities occurred, which are being looked into. So Chelsea could be next on the list. Oh yeah, I reckon before the end. I think before the end of the season, we could see at least 7 or 8 clubs have been charged, whether they're found guilty or not. But I can say at least 7 or 8 clubs being charged before the end of the season's out. Because I think they're just picking clubs off one at a time. Because I think if we cast our minds back, Everton were handed that punishment. Then within days, it was announced Forest were being charged. Forest were handed that punishment this week. Then days later, Leicester have been announced, have been informed they're being charged. So yeah, I reckon they're picking clubs off one at a time. And I see a Chelsea or potential targets as well to come.
That was close.
Deep Dean Road.
Welcome aboard. The next stop is Deep Dean Road.
Because I tell you what, the testing time I think the testing time will come if it's Arsenal, Liverpool, or City next, and it potentially cost them the title race. That's when I think you might see a different attitude to the way the clubs, the way it's being done. Will it be so quick and hasty to charge Arsenal, City, Liverpool, and potentially cost them a title? I doubt it. Just because of the it could get very ugly legally.
Frankfurt
Welcome
Road.
aboard. The next stop is Frankfurt Road.
Yeah, Liverpool probably not so much, but yeah, I think Arsenal, because they obviously Declan Rice. I can't remember who else do that. They spent a good chunk of money in the summer.
Hollingbourne Road.
Welcome aboard. The next stop is Hollingbourne Road.
Obviously, City, the Haaland transfer. Because of course it's a 3-year period as well, so it's anything within the last 3 seasons.
Welcome aboard. The next stop is St. Paul's Church.
Yeah, because I think one of the experts on TalkSport was they were trying to suggest that any punishment should be for the season, because obviously it doesn't include this season, so it reaches up to the end of last season, and they were trying to claim, well, the punishment should be for the season involved. Well, no, because that season's finished, so any punishment has to be now in the current the current season.
Brockwell Park.
I think slow down there just a little.
As I say, they were trying to suggest that if it's 2022-23, your points deduction should be for that season. Well, that season's finished, and that cannot happen. It has to be, any punishment has to be the current season, or the forthcoming season if you're no longer in the Premier League.
Rosendale
Welcome aboard.
Road.
The next stop is Rosendale Road.
I'm going to dive to the toilet after this run, and then I'm going to do a short run. As these have both been quite hefty runs.
Brockwell Park Gardens.
The next stop is Brockwell Park Gardens.
Well, yeah, exactly. I don't understand why it's a 3-year period. That baffles me. It baffles me why the profit and sustainability is over a 3-year spell. It should be season per season. But this is what Forest defence was. Forest could have sold a player before because the financial fair play runs to the 30th of June. And Forest could have sold a player in June, but chose to hold off. And obviously sold him for 20 million more in the July. And that's where Forest's defences had the whole thing's cocked up, because you can make transfers after that. I think the financial fair play should run from 1st of September to the 30th. When the summer transfer window ends on whatever that date is, that's when the financial fair play should start, and it should run till the following season. Season by season, 1st of September to 31st of August. And then that allows clubs to sell their players in that summer window. Because I think that was the same with Everton, wasn't it? Yeah, that was the same problem Everton had. They could have sold with Charlotte, for 20 million less in the June, but they held off until the transfer towards the back end of the transfer window, which meant the value of that sale didn't go towards, wasn't included. Even if they say it's the 1st of September to the 31st of August every season, and it's per season.
West Norwood Station.
Aboard. The next stop is West Norwood Station.
Because like I say, both Everton and Forest, if they'd sold those players early for less than what they were worth, they would have been fine. But because they've held off to get a better value, it's cost them in the long run, which is bollocks. I say it's the whole thing's flawed. It needs to be. There has to be a total rework of it. But you're basically saying you have to sell your players cheap if you want to. If you don't want to fall foul of financial fair play, you've got to sell your players cheap in the May and June. But why should a club have to sell a player on the cheap when he's worth more? Well, this is it. Last stop, and I'm gonna pick a short one on West Country 3, maybe. We'll do to the harbour again, I think. There we go. Right, so let's jump into company into the company. We'll do we'll jump on West Country 3. Oh, maybe not. There's one levels. West Country 3, we'll load it in. I'll run to the bog, make a coffee, and hopefully we'll be loaded by the time I come back. What's the bonus one? Oh, yeah, the 1.8s are good as well, yes. There's the 12. I'm just going to take whatever's in bus number 2. Well, I did say I would take it. Johnny, right, I'm going to run to the toilet very quickly. Why is this doing it again? Right, OMSI is doing the same again, so let's just quit it. Yeah, it's definitely not loading. Yeah, but sometimes it does this, and I have to kill Steam and start again. I don't know why. All right, try again. Drive. Take the same one out again. Right, I don't know why. There we go. Try again. Fingers crossed this time. If it doesn't work, if this doesn't work, then I'm just going to call it a night early. Just normally when this happens, I have to restart the PC for it to fix it, and I ain't doing that now. Alright, well this might very well be the last one of the night for me. I have a honking headache, and it's not getting any fucking better. So I'll see how I feel at the end of this run. But this might very well be the last one of the night. Isn't that when you're full of flu as well, like, so. Yeah, they have to, I'm not going to get any rest tomorrow with work. But this might be, I'm probably finish this one and then call it a night. Aye, right. Good luck with that. Let's have a look. Remember this time to choose the second hospital. Yeah, I remember once being told in one of my previous jobs, if I was well enough to ring in sick, I'm well enough to work. I'll not name which company that was, but yeah, that was quite a few years back. Yeah, I was pretty much told if you're well enough to ring in sick, you're well enough to you're well enough to work. Which is a fair point, I suppose. No, it wasn't. It was one of the little obscure companies I worked for a very short spell, and I mean a very short spell as well. No, to be fair, BT were always quite good. To be fair.
Hey, you driving?
Hello.
Hello. Is it me you're looking for? It is absolutely not you I'm looking for, pet.
Welcome aboard. The next stop is St. Roundabout.
Oh, that's some bad driving. Story of my life. Oh, come on. Recovered well.
Hello, mate.
Hi, handsome. What on, sweetie? Hello, day driver. Ticket bus.
Just a single, please, mate. Lovely. Cheers.
What's your
Welcome
budget?
aboard.
What the hell's
The
going on
next
with your
stop
driving?
is PTR Totnes Road.
Man, that's quite a drive.
Hello.
Hiya.
Hello there.
Welcome aboard. The next stop is Torside Road.
That's the worst driving You hit the fun park here or something? Man, that's a wild drive. My God, we'll never get there at this rate.
Geordie Travel. The next stop is Disley Street.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening, mate.
Hello. Are you driving you're looking for? Hey rider, please driver. Cheers, me duck.
Welcome aboard Geordie Travel. The next stop is Princess Theatre.
Man, that's a bad driver. Oi, who taught you to drive? Who was that?
Good evening.
Good evening.
Hello there.
Welcome aboard Geordie Travel. The next stop is Guest House Paradiso.
Jesus,
Oh my
he's driving
God.
this like a madman.
Welcome aboard Geordie Travel. The next stop is South Beach.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, love. How are you? Can I have a child single, please? Thanks.
Hello, driver. Can I have a single, please? Thank you. Ace. Thank you very much.
I did, yes, Josh. Thank you very much. Was much appreciated.
Welcome aboard Geordie Travel. The next stop is Dainton Road.
Yeah, cheers, Michael. I will catch you next time. I say possibly Saturday. Then maybe Farm Sim Sunday, possibly. Yeah, so sadly no live stream tomorrow now. Now suffering, got cover a shift at work till 10:30. So no live stream tomorrow, which is a shame because I was looking forward to the CCS event as well. But one of those, nothing I can do about it. Yeah, I was looking forward to the CCS event for a change. So we'll probably jump back on OMSI on Saturday evening, and then, like I say, we may very well sort something out for Farm Sim on Sunday.
Welcome aboard Geordie Travel. The next stop is Crossroads.
You're the worst bus driver ever.
So this will probably be the last run for me tonight as well. Yes, they've got a headache from hell, cannot shift it.
Welcome aboard Geordie Travel. The next stop is Signet Close.
And then tomorrow afternoon or Saturday, I'm going to try and hopefully record a full length race on F123 in Australia. Just being the Australian Grand Prix weekend.
Welcome aboard Geordie Travel.
Probably aim to get that uploaded on, well, hopefully recorded tomorrow daytime before work, and then uploaded on Sunday, hopefully.
Hey, we at the fun park here or something, dude? Man, that's a wild drive.
Maybe you should stick with the electrics, mate.
Now, is it for real?
Hi.
Welcome aboard Geordie Travel. The next stop is Black Horse Inn.
No worries, Ben. I'll be back Monday as well. Well, hope yeah, probably Monday. Will it be Monday? Yeah, it should be. Trying to work out what days I'm away. But I'll be around next week at some point anyway. If you're not around over the weekend, yourself. Next week's a little bit crazy, so things might.
Do you know how to drive properly?
Yeah, next week's going to be a little bit crazy. I'm not around Saturday, Easter Saturday or Monday. Easter Sunday even. I'm in down to Birmingham on Easter Sunday for the day. Setting off at just after 5 o'clock on Sunday morning, and then don't get back till about 2 o'clock Monday morning. Good Friday we should hopefully be around.
Welcome aboard Geordie Travel. The next stop is Water Lane.
You really can't drive.
So there we go. One more ticket inspection done. That will get anybody caught now.
Welcome aboard Geordie Travel. The next stop is Harbour.
Hey lads, I could do better myself.
Oi, who taught you to drive, Lewis Hamilton?
I'm going to get off if you keep driving like that. My dad drives better than
Taught you
you.
to drive, Lewis
Oh,
Hamilton?
I totally missed that. Oopsies.
That driving is disgraceful. Put me off the next stop, please.
There we go. So that is it for me tonight. Like I say, we'll be back hopefully Saturday and Sunday. And then, like I say, next week, I'm not sure what dates will be around, but there'll be a few nights next week still. Until then, good night, God bless.